from the Russian Academy of Sciences implied a small body weighing perhaps 10 tons. NASA then released new estimates of size, not 10 tons, but 10,000 tons.
I speak unto thee this day, and I say that those who sow unto the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. So I say, when you see the multitude who are claiming that they are mine, know they shall reap corruption. For I say they are sowing to carnality, they are sowing to that which is degradation, and they are sowing to that which will cause them to reap in corruption, and likewise gravitate my wrath unto them. For I say that I, the living God, never ever intended that those who are laying claim to my name would be mockers and scoffers, pursuing the course of their own lust. Yet I say, in this wicked, perverse, vile, and corrupted generation, that is exactly what men are doing. That is, they are sowing unto their own despair, their own futility, and of course their own destruction. For I say, while they think they may put on a fair show, a hypocrite's mask, and a parade, I say they are fools, for they are deceivers within. That is, they are not willing to face up when my Spirit would seek to overshadow them, to make them real in me. But I say instead they are sowing to the flesh, and of the flesh they shall reap corruption. For I say they are giving themselves to carnality, rather than coming forth in the Spirit life that I desire. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to sow to the flesh, and of the flesh reap corruption. But I say that I've called thee to be thankful that it is me, the living God, who has given unto thee the opportunity to come forth in the newness of life that I provide. That is, that you can indeed be the citizens of the heavenly kingdom, the kingdom that is found in me. But I say, if you continue and continue and continue in the way of carnality, you bring forth nothing but the wind. And I say, in the process you reap not only through corruption, but through the wrath that I have in store for the fakers, the pretenders, the hypocrites in this wicked generation. For I say, it is me, the living God, who is bringing down the proud, the haughty, the high-minded, the ones who are fools. I say, it is me, the living God, who is giving unto the fools their just reward, whereby they will pay for the same. And I say, it is me, the living God, who is bringing upon the sons of men the wrath that they are worthy of, because they have not sought for me. And I say, they have thought they got by with the multiplied sins of the corruption that they have brought into themselves. I say this day that I, the living God, never called my people to be full of corruption, which is nothing but rottenness, filthiness, and vileness before me. Now consider, when you seek to keep your flesh man alive, you are keeping that which is vile in my presence, that which is a stench unto me. I say this day, why not get vigorous, why not get zealous for crucifying, that is, putting to death your own sinful ways. That is, why not get eager to put the flesh underfoot, that the spirit man may rise in thee. For I say that I, the living God, never called thee to be a fool. I never called thee to be unwise. I never called thee to be stupid and dull. That is, by ever catering to the lust of the flesh, to the pride of life, and to that which your carnality would demand to have. But I say that I've called thee to be zealous for the truth. I say that I've called thee to be vigorously pursuing the way of the new life that I provide. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful that it is me you are privileged to love, to serve, and obey. I say, therefore, this day, in a wicked, vile, corrupted, and unclean generation, consider that it is me, the living God, who does offer to thee the way of my mercy and my truth. That is, that you do not need to be overwhelmed in the lies that are found on every hand. And I say that you do not need to be a religious pretender, a faker, who is simply seeking to keep your own life alive. But I say that you can indeed abandon fully to my will and be found true and faithful unto me. That is, that you can be coming forth uplifted in that which I give thee, which is the truth and the light, the strength and the mercy, and the hope of who I am. I say this day that I, the living God, find joy in those who will be subject to me. That is, the ones who will throw themselves wholeheartedly and determinedly into my will. That is, the ones who will come forth thankful that it is me they are privileged to love, to serve, and obey. For I say, if you really will find your joy in me, then I say there is no man that can take your joy. That is, your joy will not be dependent on circumstance or situation, but I say that your joy will be in your relationship unto me. That is, in how much you have fully abandoned yourselves unto me. I say this day you are living in a time when so many have sown to the flesh, and of the same they are reaping corruption. That is, they are full of rottenness, seeping, and smelly and vile in my sight. That is, they are full of that is rotted, that which is filthy, and that which is vile. And I say all the while they are smug and so sure of themselves, because they are drunk on pride. That is, they think they are getting by with something on me when it is indeed not true. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to walk as a fool, to behave as a fool, to be destroyed as a fool. But I say that I've called thee to come forth in the wisdom, the truth that I give thee, ever may gladden the same. And I say that I've called thee to be directed, corrected, and purposed, for yes, indeed you are mine. I say, therefore, this day be glad that I give to thee the way wherein you are meant to walk, the way wherein you are meant to be guided, the way wherein you are meant to be ever instructed by me. For I say, if you will indeed be walking uprightly, if you will indeed be corrected and directed, you will come forth in me. For I say, it is me, the living God, who will guide my people into the way whereby they are well-pleasing unto me. That is, not seeking to sow unto the flesh and reap the corruption, the filthiness of the same, but rather sowing unto the Spirit to reap the bountiful rewards that I give unto the righteous. That is, that my people can be abundant in fruit for me. That is, abundant in the fruit that I desire and require to see in my own. I say this day that I, the living God, am indeed bringing forth my vindication upon the wicked, the vile, the corrupt, the proud, who are so far from me. For I say it is time that I, the living God, put men straight again as to who it is that reigns supreme. For I say that men, because they have drunk of pride and become intoxicated on the same, are living in crass delusion. That is, they are living in the delusion of their own confusion, and I say that they love it so. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to be deluded, but I say that I've called thee to come forth in me. That is, I've called thee to be thankful, to be perceiving, to be receiving of the truth and the light that I provide. I say that I've called thee to be ever directed in that which I give thee, which is my light upon thy path. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful that you can indeed be purposed, uplifted, and shown the way wherein you are meant to walk. I say, therefore, this day let it be me that you will continue to look to, that you will continue to believe, to trust, and obey. Let it be me who will give to thee the way wherein you can be kept always. For I say, if you will be willing to accept the way that I provide, the way that is truth and light, the way that is mercy, what is it that you do? I say, you come forth, ever make glad in me. But I say, if you are indeed aligning yourself with your own carnality, you are aligning yourself with the very entity that will seek to murder the truth. That is, the very demon force, the very force of hell that will rise up and destroy your soul. Now stop and consider that, yes, it is true that you live with your own worst enemy, the one who is set on bringing you down. That is, bringing you down from your life in me to return to the life of corruption and likewise be destroyed and be damned. I say, consider that the enemy is ever present, plotting against the spirit life that I, the living God, have put within thee. Therefore I say, see how stupid it is to sow unto the flesh, and of the flesh reap corruption. For I say that the rottenness, the filthiness of the flesh will never be made clean before me. That is, in the sense that no flesh shall enter into the spirit life, the spirit dimension that I have for those who will come forth in the newness of life that I provide. I say, when men and women want to put on a vain show of pretension, as though they are all right with me when it is not true, I say they are disgust unto me. And I say they will be as liable for the wrath that I'm bringing forth as the unlearned heathen who are dumb in their ways. For I say, when the ones who claim that they are my people think they get by with the hypocrite's mask, I say that I will pull from them the same. And I say that the rottenness that they are will be revealed because they have sown to the flesh. I say this day, do not be under the wrath, but I say be under the mercy by walking in obedience unto me. That is, whatsoever it is that I, the living God, do ask of thee, I say be thankful for the same. That is, be thankful to be uplifted in that which I, the living God, alone can provide and give unto thee. And I say, be thankful that I am indeed the one who is well able to enable thee. For I say it is indeed a good thing to be directed, to be corrected, and to be brought forth in that which I give, which is the truth and the light upon thy path. For I say, the more that you continue steadfastly in me, the more that you are given mercy by me. But I say, if you are ever resorting to carnality, I say it as though you are wallowing in a dead carcass. And I say that you carry the stench of death upon you, and you are not well-pleasing unto me. I say this day that I, the living God, am not deceived, nor am I mocked, and whatsoever it is that men will do, I say that the same is returned unto them. That is, if they are ever striving to please their own selves, to have their own way, I say they are truthfully none of mine. For I say they are not humbling themselves unto me and crying out to be pleasing to me, but I say they are seeking to keep self alive. And I say they are seeking to bolster up the very enemy of their souls. I say this day, why not wisen up and see that you are in a perpetual warfare, and you must keep your allegiance unto me. That is, you must be wholeheartedly determined to do my will, to commit yourself to the same. And I say that you must indeed be zealous to sow unto the spirit life that I, the living God, do have for thee. For I say, if you will be coming forth rejoicing, if you will be coming forth committed, if you will be coming forth ever abandoned unto me, I say you will find the joy of my way. I say this day, when you see the man who is perpetually frustrated, agitated, and forever complaining, know that he has not thrown himself into my will. But I say that he's still attempting to hold on to the old nature, the old way, and I say that the same is a pain unto him. For I say that he's not willing to abandon the reins of his life and let me, the living God, rule and reign. But I say instead he is ever thinking that he knows a better way, that somehow he will find some euphoric state that he thinks he's looking for. But all he's really looking for is the indulgence of his own carnality. I say this day, do not be easily deceived by your carnal beastly nature, which will lead you astray. For I say, because men have so wholeheartedly abandoned themselves to the beastly nature in this wayward generation, they are going to receive the superabundance of wrath. That is, I will punish and punish and punish them sorely, till they see there is nothing in their own carnality except the sentence of death. And I say there will be a remnant that will cry out from under the punishment to be brought forth by me. What a shame, a sorrow it is that men have to be brought to such a state, because they are sowing unto the flesh, and of the same reaping corruption. I say this day, consider what it is that I, the living God, desire of thee. Then I say, be willing to do the same. That is, be willing to be uplifted in that which I give, which is the truth and the light always. And I say, be willing to serve with gladness, rejoicing that it is me, the living God, you are privileged to look unto and believe. I say this day, count it a privilege to be directed, to be corrected, to be ever guided in me. I say, count it a privilege to know that I am the truth, the light, and the mercy, the one who will lead me forth. Count it a privilege to know that I am the one who will ever guide, direct, and correct thee, for yes, you are mine. For I say, if you really look at what it is that I, the living God, do for thee, I say you would be only a fool to return to the former lifestyle. That is, wherein you let your own carnal nature have the preeminence and rule and reign over thee, till you become a slave to the same. I say this day I have given a command, and it is meant to be observed and followed, that my own people, my disciples, will deny themselves, take up the cross, and follow me. I say, consider if you obey the command, you can save yourself from miles of troubles. But I say, if you disobey my command and think you can please your own carnality, I say, how can you please a demon? And I say, how can it please the beast that is never satisfied and is ever ranting and raving for more? I say this day, look at the condition of men in this wicked generation. I say they have sown and sown and sown unto the flesh. Now I say that the rottenness, the filthiness, the vileness, and the stench of the same is present all around. And I say it is because they refuse to seek for the spirit life that is found in me. Now I say that the whole is rotten, and I, the living God, must bring destruction to the same. I say thank me and praise me for the privilege to sow unto me to the spirit life that I provide.